Hey guys, this is HOPEsaidit back with another HOPEsaidit uncut video for you. Man, what in the coronavirus is going on? Like seriously, this week and a half, 2 weeks has been crazy. It went from 0 to 100 really quick, okay? I just don't even know what to say. Like we're basically like supposed to be self-quarantining and social distancing. What? What is going on? So right now the world is dealing with the coronavirus, aka COVID-19. And yeah, I mean, it used to be just a China problem and oh, that's what's going on over there, and it keeps spreading and spreading and spreading. Well, now it made its way to America. And I don't know if we weren't prepared or what, or really didn't heed the advice of the World Health Organization or anything, but now, I mean, the corona is here. The corona is here. And look, we made it through swine flu and H1N1 and Ebola. But for some reason, this one hits different. Corona is hitting different. Like it is shutting down the city. It is shutting down businesses. The economy feels like it's about to be in a really bad recession because some people are not going to be able to work. Businesses are not going to get enough revenue in. I just had to take time out because this has been my whole week. You see my blog post, HOPEsaidit.com, and I talked about it a little bit, but my week literally with the news of churches shutting down, having to shut down, schools having to shut down nationwide. I was like, this is serious business. I've never lived through an age like this. This feels like some pre-war type, rationing time. I know I'm being extreme, but that's what it feels like. Sometimes it's just eerie and you go outside and it's like, no one's here though. That's weird. And then you go to the stores and these empty shelves. It's like, what? I don't necessarily blame the panic buyers, because if you don't believe your leadership or, whomever you're listening to, whether you don't believe the news or you don't believe, I don't know, the president or your own governor or whatever the case may be, you're going to be like, whatever, I'm going to the store and stock up for my doomsday shelter. That's what people are doing. There's no toilet paper. Mind you, coronavirus does not cause diarrhea. So why you need that much toilet paper, I don't know why, but there is no toilet paper wherever you go. There are no baby wipes, and that has me in my feelings because y'all, really? You're going to take some baby wipes because there's no toilet paper? And the reason I know it's these little greedy adults is because there's plenty of diapers, but there's no baby wipes. What about us who need baby wipes, y'all? I have real kids who need baby wipes. And here grown Joe is talking about, oh, honey, let's get baby wipes for when the toilet paper runs out. Really? Thanks, Joe. Thanks. I don't know. It all seems very crazy to me. Now, I'm not going to act like I don't have my stuff stocked up, but I'm not going crazy. I'm not buying double the amount of food. I'm just making sure that stuff isn't running out. Like, I'm good on food, I think, but I'm also not going to be greedy with it. And I think people are just going to the store being greedy. Water is another thing you can't find. I'm like, really? So y'all just preparing for the apocalypse, right? Okay, just checking. Just let me know. I just wanted to know. But what is unsettling is news about possibly martial law. I know, or having, even governors tell you that could be something that they plan to do even though they don't want to. It's kind of like, what in the military police state is going on here? What are we doing? What kind of times are these? Listen, I'm going to do my part. I'm taking it seriously. I'm trying to do what I can to stop the spread, flatten the curve, and all that stuff. And I hope you do the same as well. Let's contain this, because I'm not trying to have it go on for too much longer, because businesses are going to close. Employees are not going to have their jobs. Stock markets are going to continue to plummet, because it already is plummeting. Goodness, when are the schools going to open back? When can we worship again in church? Mind you, yes, you can do remote learning and distance learning. That's fine. You can worship from home. Yes. There's just something about community that's not happening right now. But shout out to the introverts like myself. I'm kind of an ambivert type person. Like, I was chilling. I was like, yes, I don't have to go to meetings and stuff. Like, I'm here and I'm good and I could You know, I was in my zone, but it hits a little different when you're forced to be in your zone. You know, it's different when, you know, I'm allowed to go out and about, or I have all these choices, and I choose to want to stay inside and do this. But when you tell me to stay inside, I'm like, hold up, what's outside though? I don't know. I guess that's just human nature. So I asked my people on social media, what in the coronavirus is going on? Like, seriously, what are your takes? Like, I know I'm not trying to take in too much information and research this and that, because you'll go crazy. Every day you turn on the news, there's more suspected cases, more this, more that, more doom, more. It's too much for me to take in. And I know some of it is factual, but for now I'm just like all coronavirus out. I'm done. So I want to know what you think though. So I said, what do you think is really going on? Do you think it's just a disease that started in China, or do you think it's something more? And I do have responses. One person had told me, oh, it's a mutant experiment gone wrong. Now, I don't necessarily, that's like some X-Men type stuff, you know, so I don't know. Maybe they tried to clone something and it went wrong. I don't know. But listen, it's a suggestion. I'm not judging any suggestion that I get. I'm just telling you what people are thinking out there about coronavirus. Some other person said bioterrorism. Now that, I can't not agree with you on that one. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that's really a good hypothesis. You like that scientific word? A hypothesis. If someone thought that, I wouldn't fault them, because it started as an epidemic in China. And so you're like, what are they testing over there? What are they doing? And obviously, whatever they created, if that is what hypothesis you're going with, it started spreading. And it's a virus, so it will go viral. And so it went from 0 to 100 real quick, okay? And now it is killing in the thousands. It's crazy. So maybe they were testing out, well, what would happen when you have something like this? Because maybe you can protect yourself against bullets and swords and cyberspace even. But what happens when something is airborne and you can't physically stop it? You know, that's some deep stuff, man. But I don't know, that maybe it was a test. Maybe it was a test to see, hey, how can y'all function? What's going to happen? What do we need to do? Maybe it's not even China who's doing it. Maybe it's our government who's like, hey, we got to kind of test it for real to see how we can stop it in the future. I don't know. That's a little far-fetched. But listen, just think. You have nothing but time to think because you're under quarantine. So another suggestion I had is that it was, hold on, who's this? Oh, I'm sorry, the post office. I was like, hold on, y'all heard about me talking about the government? I'm just explaining what I received, okay? I'm not putting my opinion in here. Another idea I received is that it's all a political scheme to get reelected. So maybe this is just to deflect. Now, this is a huge deflection. Now, this is the truth, man. Somebody has no heart. But they just think it's maybe a ploy to get your attention all on this virus so that you're not knowing what's happening all behind the scenes. But man, if that's it, then it's like, wow, y'all will go through some lengths, will you not? Because now even some May elections have been approved to get pushed back until November. So it's already affecting a lot of stuff. And so if it's really just for election purposes, that's kind of sad. It really is. Another person had said maybe it's just an attempt to decrease worldwide populations. I mean, I get it if it started in China, maybe they were like, well, let's see how we can decrease it here, and then it just started spreading and it went wrong. I don't know, but that's a hypothesis. Listen, I'm just sharing your ideas so that you know what people are thinking about this virus. It's not just, oh, people are getting sick, it's a new virus. People are thinking there's behind the scenes about it. I'm not saying they're right, and I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just telling you what to think about. And then another person told me that maybe it was just another experiment with food gone wrong. So maybe, you know, the Chinese people just wanted to try something new, i.e. bats, and didn't work out so well. So, you know, maybe it was just an adventurous mistake gone wrong. I don't know. One of my favorite ones is when I received that said, listen, we don't know and we may never find out, and right now I'm frankly too tired to even think about it. And I get it. I get it. When I tell you I'm Rona'd out. Situations could have been much worse, but I'm just praying. All you can do is pray at these times, especially when we don't know what's going on. But while everything is real eerie and kind of at an uneasy place, all I can do is trust God. All I can do is just find my peace and say, you know what? You are the peace. So even though everything else is going crazy on the outside, internally, I'm like, okay, God, you got it. You got it. And you know, nothing comes as a surprise to him. So he knew it would happen. And that actually takes me to my last explanation I can get to is that someone said, well, maybe God was just cleansing the earth, because then I saw some different articles. Mind you, I did not try to, research it and all that other stuff. I'm just saying with the response came this link, two links. One saying that nitrogen dioxide levels in the air are decreasing, so we have cleaner air. I don't know how true that is. And then there is a river, I believe, in Italy that is, it used to be all murky and now it's all crystal clear. So I don't know if it's rumors, I don't know if it's not, but that's just something someone said. Maybe God's just cleaning up Earth because we messed it up and this is how he can. I don't know, guys, but all I know is that no matter what it is, we just stick through it together. Okay, we'll make it through just like everything else, and then maybe in 10 years we'll look back and be like, remember when the world went crazy and we thought it was going to end because of this? We already thought it was going to end with Y2K. We made it. And then if you live in Texas, when Hurricane Harvey hit and there was like, we rushed to the gas stations because there was a gas shortage, but there wasn't. We were just nervous and panicked. Listen, human nature is to panic and get scared, but God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So I'm going to stay with my sound mind and get through this coronavirus, and I hope you do too. Y'all have a blessed week. Next week, I don't know what I'm talking about. Listen, I didn't know coronavirus was going to happen this hard and shut down everything it did. So sometimes I just have to go with the flow. So I will talk to you next week. Tuesday is a blog. Friday is the video-ish. Friday-ish is the video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And obviously my website is HOPEsaidit.com. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. You like my earrings? I never wear earrings, but I have 4 piercings, so there's that. Let me get back in my pajamas.